Hello everyone, this is Whitehawk and welcome back to yet some more Canterlot Siege 2. Now, version 1.8. Version 1.8 introduces the elemental mode and does some balance changes. Elemental mode is actually basically, it's a giant middle finger to any players that try to beat the normal mode, easy mode, and possibly even hard mode, I guess, with only 2 or 3 ponies. It forces us to use all of the 6 background ponies that we have available to us. Map 1. Now here, let's just check right here. Power sprites, they take 40% less damage from food attacks and 50% more damage from music attacks. The reason for this is because in their episode, that's how it was, basically. We're gonna do it like this. Silver Spoon takes 20% more damage from Candy and Music Wave. Music Wave is Octavia's attack. I don't know why Silver Spoon has those weaknesses, though. Some of the weaknesses and strengths are not gonna make all that much sense. They'll mostly be there for balance reasons, I guess. Next, Diamond Tiara. 20% less damage from Web Wave, which is Vinyl's attack, and 20% more damage from Muffins. Not quite enough for no HKO, though. After that, Prince Blueblood. He's immune to Solar Beam, which is Celestia's superpower. And that makes perfect sense, because he's Celestia's great nephew. He takes 50% more damage from food attacks, which is one of the things that riled him up in the episode, if I recall. It's been a while since I've used Lyra, though, isn't it? I can't remember the last time I had to use Lyra. Also, some people have been asking me to do a Lyra solo. I don't think it'll happen. If Futio 1 does another version, I guess it might happen, because I'm pretty much running out of ideas to make videos for this game, but I'm not too confident about it. Anyway, Spot. He takes 10% less damage from Hand Smash, Lyra's attack, and 20% more damage from Octavia's and Vinyl's attacks, or music overall. Let's call him right now. Fido, also a Diamond Dog, 20% less damage from Muffins, but 20% more damage from music attacks. Here we go. And Rover, 20% less damage from Candy and 20% more damage from music attacks. So as you see, the Diamond Dogs, they're all weak against music attacks because in their episode, Rarity's whining sent them, it sent them to their limits. It's what actually beat them in the end, actually. In a weird way. But their weakness, their strengths, I think they're just securely and for balance reasons, so. Come on, Lyra, poke them to death. I'm gonna call Rover in. Now. Yeah, Prince Blueblood again. We already saw his weaknesses and strength. Next. Okay. I think Lyra's fine. I need a doctor. Well, actually, Trixie. 50% less damage from Muffin, which is kind of huge, because if you spam Derpy all over the place, you're gonna have lots of trouble against her. But 50% more damage from Candy, which is Bonbon's attack. That's kind of useful. Dr. Hooves. Let's call Trixie. Trixie is once again the Trixie Pony. And Nightmare Moon! This is my favorite change! No, Nightmare Moon is not weak. Invincible against Moon Crash. Which means we can't use Luna to cheese her anymore. That's kind of a huge change. We're gonna call Nightmare Moon now. Also, the night effect has been improved, I believe. In the previous version, it would look a bit. The contrast wasn't as blue, let's say. I keep saying contrast as dark. Maybe it's the Who. I don't know my color terms all that well. I'll increase the Doctor Who's like this. We have one spare bit. And we'll want to get big bads as soon as possible, though. Maybe. Yeah, I want to get big bags as soon as possible. I won't bother getting fancy pants out right as soon as I'm done with Nightmare Moon here. It's almost poke time, Lyra. There's been a demand to make Nightmare Moon go faster or add a fast forward function to this game. I just speaking out for Futsuya 1, based on the way he made this game, I don't think it's possible. I think Futsuya 1 can't guess how we're gonna implement our strategies, so we shouldn't really demand him to add such things that just because for our convenience. At least stuff that's basically impossible. Anyway, I think I'll have enough gold, or rather bits, to get big pads. No! Okay, now we're gonna go for a fancy pants. Poke. Yeah, we want him right here, actually. Oh yeah, Shadow Bolts. I forgot to check their weakness. They take 30% more slowdown from Doctor Who's. That's kind of something weird, to be honest. Like, of all the weaknesses to give this guy, I wasn't expecting this kind of weakness. I'm talking about, of course, without Shadow Bolts. And they're actually, I think they're the Mare version. I think it's fine now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's the Mare version of the Shadow Bolts. What else? Gilda. 20% less damage from Candy, but 20% more damage from Muffin. I'm not sure what Rudo's strengths and weaknesses come from her case. Actually, I better rep Doctor Who's. No, before I forget until the 40th wave. Rover again. I could call him. Iron Will! This is the best change ever! Iron Will has always been the butt of my many jokes because of how weak he is to deal against. Now he's immune to slowdown. That is huge. Not right now. He's easy to deal with right now because big pads are kind of still overpowered like, in the early waves. But when we're gonna get to his super version, you're gonna see how difficult that he's become thanks to that immunity to slowdown. Like, holy crap. We want a Vinyl now. Some people have been complaining about the way I say Vinyl. It's just my accent. It's how it is. Vinyl, Vinyl, Vin-ol, Vin-il. I don't know how to say it properly. Just the way I say it like this, Vinyl. Just poisoning all of the Gildas. Leaving them with next to nothing when they get to Lyra. Flim and Flam, they're immune to music attacks. That's both Vinyl's and Octavia's attack. So people who have abused Vinyl for the early waves, they're in for a rude awakening when they get to these two. Of course, our big bads will take care of them quite easily, thankfully. Next wave, it's a combination of enemies that we've already dealt with against. Fully upgraded, fully upgraded, fully upgraded. Okay, that's good. Over in Octavia. Yeah, we can call these. Oh, actually, Chrysalis. She's immune to Solar Beam, which makes sense because in the episode she appears in, she beats Celestia, even though it was about the power of love. But she takes 50% more damage from Candy, which I think is arbitrary. I don't remember where in the episode that would apply as why she has that as a weakness. But yeah, that's how it is. I guess Fuzio once saw my video about my Bonbon solo where I kind of had Celestia completely screw Chrysalis over. Oh, also the changelings she spawns have the same weaknesses and strengths that she has. Actually, wait. Gotta make sure she's continuously slowed down. There we go. Yeah, we're doing fine. Poke! Oh goodness, that was a bit close actually. But we did beat her, thankfully. Encore, please, thank you. Iron Will again. Big Bads are still effective against him. I'm almost certain that hard mode plus elemental mode plus endless mode, I guess, would be quite a challenge to beat in this game, especially if you do it on map. I believe map 7 is the hardest. Yeah, I think it's map 7. See, because there is shoutouts to someone who did lots of videos in hard mode showing how to beat them. I saw some of your videos where you had to like use a Lyra and a Bonbon at right at the beginning to beat Nightmare Moon at the last second. That was kind of cool. Of course, that was in version 1.5. I think it's probably a bit more lenient in some cases now. Not too sure. But it was impressive at the time, so there is that. We're gonna get our Bonbon out finally. No. There we go. Gilda, flying version, has the same weaknesses and strengths. Clement Slam yet again. I can call them right now. I can handle them. I don't think I'll spare my cash for boom bombs right now, though. We'll put another Octavia here. Even though the Clement Flam bros are immune to the music attacks. Shadow Bolts again. The thing about the fact that the Clement Flam are immune to music attacks is it means that there aren't any area of effect attacks that you can use against them except the superpowers. I think. Well, I guess there's boom bombs, but yeah, it's these two that have the area of effect attacks. Gilda flying yet again. We're gonna put a Sakura here. I think it'd be better here, maybe? No, this is fine. Another Bonbon. Next wave is Changelings and Iron Will. Yeah, that poison is really effective. Still very useful in the early waves. Even though we're in past the halfway right now. We're still technically in the early waves. Everything before the 30th wave is early waves in my opinion. Of course, if we really want to be proper. It'd be better to call the early waves only the first 10 waves. Huge crowd of ponies, and yeah, there's a text glitch at the bottom right there. Immune to slowdown, virgule, which is French for comma, I think. Let's just proceed. All we really need to know about Iron Will anyway is that he's immune to slowdown. Well, the other thing is that he takes twice as much damage against Twilight's superpower, which I will demonstrate later. What did I want to do now? Lyra? I'll put another Durfee. Go. Oh, got to fast drop this. Well, I guess there's only bonbons that I can add now. Go. Night Guards. They're immune to Mood Crash because they're Luna's guards, but they take 100% more damage from Celeste's superpower. Which I suppose kind of makes sense. I see the logic in it, is what I'm trying to say. Oh. Oh, Sunset Shimmer. She's immune to Starstorm, which is a Twilight stack, and which doesn't really make a difference. It's not that great of a strength she has. Takes 10% more damage from Candy, which is Bonbon stacked up. I think I might have trouble against her. Maybe? I guess not. Poker, Lyra. Yes! I love it when that happens. Yeah, right. She wasn't that difficult. Oop, well I gave this one Boob on, I guess. I want a Roid Rage. Right here. And another Roid Rage. Right here. And just get him to level 5. Night Guards again, by the way. No changes in weaknesses. There aren't many other weaknesses we have to check anyway, actually. Time for some more Lyras. Lyras, I think, are one of the... It's very balanced right now, especially in the elemental mode when it comes to the ponies, but I think Lyra is one of the stronger ponies right now. Maybe? I'm not too sure. It's hard to tell anymore for me. Especially in an elemental mode, because you can't really say, oh, Octavia is still overpowered, because there's one specific enemy she can't attack at all. Under Lyra. Wanted Lyra here. Lightning Dust. 25% less damage from Wub attacks, but 10% more damage from Lyra's attack. Hand Smash. I imagine it would have been kind of trollish if Lightning Dust was resistant to slowdown. That would have been really trollish of you, Footsie01. Actually, maybe hard mode changes the weakness? Changes the weaknesses? That'd be kind of interesting. More interesting than just a percentage increase. But it would force us to use elemental mode to see the changes, so you can see why hard mode still exists. Just a 10% increase in health and 5% increase in speed and 5 lives instead of 10. Yeah, this Lyra's fine. But now we have to put a Zikor over here. Because I want this Doctor Who to have extra range. No finger fling for this one. Metaphors. 25% less damage from Octavia's attack, but 15% more damage from Hand. Not Hand Smash. And that cards again. I'm gonna stick to Lyra's everywhere I can. Manticores still take a while to defeat. Especially in this map, because it takes them so long to get to the main location where all the ponies are centered in. Lightning Dust yet again. Put one more Lyra here. Here they come. Okay, changelings. Changeling. I don't know why this wave is still on. Like, changelings are completely easy by this time. Even 40 of them just won't be a challenge. Don't know why they have. Well, actually, no, there's only 20 of them. Even worse than I thought. They're just not a challenge anymore. They're tough in the early waves. They're like, especially in the, I think it's the 28th wave or something. Look, what I'm trying to get to is that changelings, they're not a challenge anymore. Don't know why they have a wave so late in the game right now. What else can I do? We're coming up to Discord, so I guess we need more bonbons. Yeah, this one's perfect actually. We're gonna stick by and wait for... We're gonna use Cadence against Discord. He's immune to Starstorm, but takes 10% more damage from Hand Smash. And here we go. In retrospect, that might have not have been necessary, but still. Can't take any chances. Also, I wanted to talk to you here. And that went by really quickly. Here. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Now we're going into the super waves. All the enemies have the same weaknesses and strengths that they had at their normal forms. That's something you have to remember when it comes to one certain enemy. Geez, what do I want to do? I guess more bonbons. No, I need more Octavia. Maybe? Because we're not going to face down Flim and Flam anymore, so don't have to worry about the music immunity. Super Spot. Tough to think it. Why does Spot gets to have a super version of himself, but all the other Diamond Dogs don't? Or do they? No, they don't. And here's Super Douche that's coming up afterwards. Poke them all. Ponies. Actually, I'm gonna start using Wildfire. She can have some use in this mode, at least. Because we're not doing Octavia solos anymore. Gilda. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Man, Super Douche takes quite a while to defeat. Sheesh. Die already, you douche. And here comes Gilda. Okay, Super Iron Will. He's still immune to slowdown. And I'm pretty sure that if I don't prepare for this appropriately, he will destroy me. Even though there's only 5 of them, thankfully. We're probably gonna have to take advantage of the fact that he takes 100% more damage from the Starstorm. First, let's invest in one more bonbon. And we're gonna put another Lyra right here. Here goes. Even the poison is probably gonna be useful here. Okay, Twilight, it's your time to shine. I've always underestimated you before, but right now, I need your help. Blow them to smithereens. Stop missing, Twilight, please. Oh goodness, that wasn't good at all. There's only still 4 left. Thankfully, Lyra's finger flame still works on them. Did it affect them all? I imagine in Endless Wave, these guys would be extremely tough, actually. Flame them. Oh! Oh, goodness. Yes, as I explained before, the Super Iron Will is super tough now. All because he's not affected by slowdown. I probably should have tried with Cadence, but yeah. I imagine in hard mode, he's probably almost impossible in that mode. Meanwhile, the Super Shadow Bolts, because they're weak against slowdown, they're probably super crippled by Doctor Who's now. It's crazy how tough Super Iron Will has become thanks to this elemental mode. And Super Shadow Bolts are super weak now. Super Manticore, same thing as before. Wait. Yeah, 50% more damage from Hand Smash. Whoops. Well, actually... yeah, I guess. This is gonna take a while. Okay, here we go. Yeah, because Super Iron Will, I kept joking about him, how he was basically a weaker Manticore. But now, since he's immune to slowdown, the Manticores are just basically super beefy snails now. While Super Iron Will, he's basically, oh wow, we have to actually invest all our money bits into attacking them and defeating them and hope Twilight actually hits them all the time. Seriously, Twilight, I'm disappointed in you. We're supposed to defeat them all. What else? We're lightning dust. Those Super Manticores are still extremely beefy. Lyra here. We've seen Lyra quite a lot in this mode. Almost done. And here we go. Here we go. Time freeze. Super night cards, as usual. I put another Octavia here. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I shouldn't have invested so much in Lyra because 50% more damage from a hand smash, King Sombra? Are you serious? That's kind of ironic because Lyra can't really hit him at any time. Like, it should have been, even if it was plus 200% damage, it still wouldn't help her. Lyra would still, I wouldn't recommend using Lyra against King Sombra. 10% less damage from Wub though? I don't get that. I guess it's to ensure that people don't spam vanilla all the time? I guess. Anyway, Cadence. Gotta ensure he's always slowed down. And we'll be able to use Cadence a second time if things go bad. Wow, Sombra wasn't all that difficult, to be honest. Kind of surprising. I guess it's because of all the bomb bumps I have. Or maybe the weakness against Lyra really does affect him. Well, we did it. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to know if Angel has a weakness or a strength. Is there going to be anything on it? Anything said? No? Nothing? Oh well. Well, let's get some time freeze Dr. Hooves. One here. And... yeah, one here. Actually, a generic Doctor Who would be better here. And Zecora. We're here. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to ever tell if Angel has a weakness. Well, Cadence. I imagine Futsuyo 1 might inform me if Angel has a weakness or a strength later. Otherwise, it's probably going to be testing to see if he does have one or not. He seems to be fairly vanilla. And my goodness, I remember when I played this map in version 1.1 and struggled to beat Angel. Now I'm not even afraid of him. He's been nerfed really, really hard. Like, all you really had to do for Futsuyo 1 was make it so that he doesn't kill you instantly. That's what I think you should have really just done. And possibly made a mode where he actually comes infinitely to see how long we can last, if forever. Well, it's still kind of a surprise challenge, so I can see why it would make more sense to make sure he doesn't completely overpower a player who thought they had won. Alright, Octavia. I'm just gonna wait here and try to use the Twilight's power yet again. Maybe I'll have a chance. I don't think so. Maybe? Maybe I should use Luna instead. Oh, which one is gonna die first? The one on the top left. And it won't be ever happen. Oh well, so much for using another superpower. Well, yeah, so yeah, as you can see, Super Iron Will is now the toughest wave. Just because he's immune to slow down. Maybe we can change it to make it so that he only takes 50% slowdown instead. Because immunity to slowdown is like huge. It's crazy. Even so, this has been a showcase of elemental mode of version 1.8 and how it radically changes how you think of some of the waves and stuff. No longer can you just use Vanille to handle every beginning wave. No longer can you abuse Octavia's super overpoweredness and defeat all the 50 waves at once. Now, you have to spend equally on all ponies, or at least on 4 of them. Because I think Bonbon should have the more weak waves for her. She's still kind of overpowered, I think. I was considering always building more Bonbons. That's the thing. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a nice day. If Footsie 01 updates this game again, maybe I'll do a Lyra solo. But after that, I pretty much have no ideas of how to make more videos of this game after. It's been a great great ride. I enjoy this game a lot. I'll probably still play it casually every once in a while, but this here right now might be the last video I make of it. Thanks a lot, Footsie 01, for making this game, and I have high expectations for your next big one. Bye, everybody!